Every thought you think carries energy. Every feeling you allow yourself to dwell on creates a vibration. And that vibration becomes a frequency you send out into the world. The law of attraction works on a very simple principle, like attracts like. This means that whatever you consistently focus on, whether it is hope or fear, abundance or lack, will eventually find its way back into your life. Think of your mind as a garden. The seeds you plant and nurture are your thoughts. If you fill the soil with seeds of doubt, worry, and negativity, you should not be surprised when weeds of disappointment and frustration take over. On the other hand, when you plant seeds of optimism, confidence, and gratitude, the harvest becomes richer, more fulfilling, and aligned with the life you want to live. The soil doesn't discriminate. It will grow whatever you choose to plant. The choice is always yours. So many people unknowingly sabotage their lives by focusing on what they don't want. They repeat phrases like, I don't want to be broke, or I don't want to fail. But the universe doesn't recognize the don't. It only magnifies the subject of your focus. The more energy you give to the idea of being broke, the more experiences of scarcity you will encounter. Instead, shifting your focus to abundance by saying, I welcome wealth, or I am open to success, creates an entirely different vibration that draws opportunities toward you. Science has shown us that the human brain is wired to notice what it expects. If you constantly feed your mind with negative possibilities, your brain will filter reality in a way that confirms those beliefs. But if you train your mind to look for growth, beauty, and opportunity, you'll suddenly start seeing doors where you once only saw walls. That's the power of focus. It literally shapes the lens through which you see the world. This is not to say that life will never bring challenges. It always does. But the difference lies in how you choose to focus your energy during those times. Do you dwell on the problem, magnifying it until it paralyzes you? Or do you shift your attention to solutions, lessons, and the possibilities hidden within the struggle? One focus drains you, the other empowers you. To begin mastering this principle, pay attention to your inner dialogue. Notice the words you repeat to yourself daily. Are they words of encouragement or limitation? Are they building the life you want or reinforcing the one you fear? Redirect your focus by practicing gratitude each morning, affirming what you desire, and visualizing yourself already living the life you dream of. Remember this truth: energy flows where attention goes. If you want to change your life, change your focus. Because what you focus on doesn't just influence your thoughts, it builds the reality you will one day live in. Clarity is the foundation of the law of attraction. Too often people drift through life with vague desires, saying they want happiness, success, or a better life. But the universe does not respond to generalities, it responds to precision. When you are unclear about what you want, your energy is scattered, and your results reflect that confusion. Just as a camera must be focused before it can capture a sharp image, your mind must be focused before it can attract what you truly desire. Imagine walking into a restaurant and telling the waiter, just bring me some food. The chances of receiving exactly what you want are slim. But when you clearly order your meal down to the details, you increase the likelihood of being served exactly what you envisioned. Life works the same way. You cannot simply say, I want more. More of what? More money, more love, more freedom, more peace. And how much more? The more specific you are, the more powerful your intention becomes. Clarity requires honesty. It means stripping away the noise of what others expect from you and tuning into the voice of your own heart. Too many dreams are borrowed, shaped by society, family, or comparison. True clarity comes when you ask yourself, what do I really want? What excites me, inspires me, or feels aligned with my purpose? When you answer those questions truthfully, you create a vision that resonates with your soul, and that resonance becomes magnetic. Once you identify what you want, it is essential to bring that vision to life with detail. Write it down. Visualize it. Feel it as if it already exists. If your goal is financial freedom, imagine what your daily life looks like when you have it. If your dream is love, picture the kind of relationship you desire, the way it feels, the energy it carries. The clearer your image, the stronger the signal you send out into the universe. Clarity also demands that you let go of conflicting intentions. You cannot ask for abundance while constantly focusing on lack. You cannot wish for peace while clinging to drama. Mixed signals create mixed results. But when your thoughts, emotions, and actions all point in the same direction, the pathway becomes straight, and the universe responds with alignment. Think of clarity as a lighthouse. In the fog of uncertainty, it becomes your guiding light, showing you in the world exactly where you intend to go. Without it, you wander aimlessly, pulled by circumstances and distractions. With it, you move with confidence, direction, and purpose, attracting opportunities that mirror your vision. When you know exactly what you want and align your energy with it, life begins to shift in extraordinary ways. Doors open, people show up, possibilities unfold, and what once felt impossible suddenly begins to feel inevitable. That is the power of clarity. It transforms your desires into a living reality. Belief is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. You can dream as big as you like, set goals, and even visualize them with clarity. But if deep down you don't believe it's possible, you have already placed an invisible wall between yourself and your vision. The law of attraction responds not to empty words, but to the conviction that fuels them. When you believe something with your whole being, you send out a vibration so strong that it begins to draw circumstances, people, and opportunities into alignment with your desire. Many people struggle with this because they carry old stories about who they are and what they deserve. They've been told they're not smart enough, not talented enough, or not worthy of success, and those beliefs run quietly in the background of their minds like a broken record. And so, even when they attempt to attract abundance, love, or success, those subconscious doubts cancel out their efforts. To truly harness the power of belief, you must rewrite the story you tell yourself. You must shift from I can't or I'm not to I am capable, I am worthy, and I deserve the life I seek. Belief does not mean ignoring reality. It means choosing to trust in possibilities that go beyond your current circumstances. It means seeing yourself not just as who you are today, but as who you have the potential to become. If you want to start a business but doubt you can succeed, that doubt will sabotage your actions before you even begin. But if you believe in your ability to learn, adapt, and grow, then every setback becomes a stepping stone rather than a roadblock. Belief also requires consistency. You cannot declare faith in your dreams one moment and then let fear and self-doubt dominate the next. The universe responds to steady energy. Just as a radio must stay tuned to one frequency to pick up a clear signal, your mind must stay aligned with the belief in your vision to attract it into reality. The most powerful beliefs are those backed by emotion. When you feel your belief with intensity, when you can close your eyes and truly sense the joy, freedom, or fulfillment of your dream as if it were already yours, you begin to collapse the gap between thought and manifestation. That emotional conviction sends out a stronger vibration than mere wishful thinking ever could. Belief is the soil in which your desires grow. Without it, even the clearest vision will wither. With it, even the boldest dreams can thrive. To cultivate belief, surround yourself with people who inspire and uplift you, feed your mind with positive influences, and remind yourself daily of your worth and potential. When you truly believe in your dream, you begin to act differently. You make choices with confidence, move forward with courage, and persist through challenges with resilience. And as your actions align with your inner conviction, the universe meets you halfway, proving again and again that belief is not just a mindset, it is the foundation of transformation. Action is where dreams move from imagination into reality. The law of attraction is not about sitting still, wishing, and waiting for the universe to deliver everything to your doorstep. It requires that you step forward with intention, that you demonstrate through your choices and behavior that you are serious about receiving what you desire. Action is the signal you send to the universe that says, I am ready, I am prepared, I am committed. Too many people misunderstand this principle. They visualize their goals, write them down, even repeat affirmations, but then they do nothing different in their daily lives. Desire without action is like planting seeds and never watering them. You cannot expect a harvest. Action gives life to intention. It builds momentum, and momentum attracts opportunities that align with your vision. Action does not always have to be dramatic or overwhelming. Often it's the small, consistent steps that create the biggest shifts. If your dream is to become healthier, action may mean choosing water over soda today, going for a walk, or preparing a wholesome meal. If your goal is financial freedom, action may mean learning a new skill, saving a portion of your income, or starting that side project you've been putting off. These seemingly small decisions are actually powerful messages to the universe that you are serious about your dream. The key is intentional action, not just movement for the sake of movement, but steps aligned with your vision. Ask yourself, does this choice bring me closer to or further from the life I want? When your actions are guided by intention, you stop wasting energy on distractions and begin investing in your future. It's also important to remember that action requires courage. The path will not always be clear, and you may not feel fully prepared. But waiting for perfect conditions often becomes an excuse for never starting. Action, even imperfect action, creates clarity. The moment you move, you learn, you adjust, and new possibilities open that you could not have seen from a standstill. The universe rewards movement. It meets you halfway once you've taken the first step. Action also has a compounding effect. Each step forward builds confidence. Each success, no matter how small, strengthens your belief and reinforces your focus. Suddenly, you find yourself with momentum, and momentum is one of the most magnetic forces in the law of attraction. Opportunities that once felt out of reach begin to flow into your life because your energy is active, alive, and aligned. But intentional action is not only about doing, it's also about being. Carry yourself as the person who already has what you desire. Speak, walk, and act from that state of fulfillment. When your energy reflects your future self, your actions naturally align with that version of you, and the universe responds accordingly. In the end, action is proof of your faith. It is the bridge between wishing and receiving, between imagining and becoming. The law of attraction will bring opportunities into your orbit but it is your responsibility to move toward them with purpose. When you act with intention, you not only attract your dream, you become the person capable of living it. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in the law of attraction because it transforms your energy instantly. When you live in gratitude, you send out a vibration of abundance, joy, and fulfillment. That vibration acts like a magnet, drawing more experiences, people, and opportunities that align with that same energy. Gratitude says to the universe, I see the good in my life, and I am ready for more of it. Many people focus so heavily on what they lack that they overlook the blessings already present. They wake up thinking about the money they don't have, the opportunities they missed, or the problems that weigh them down. But this mindset only creates more lack, more stress, and more struggle. The law of attraction responds to your dominant energy, and if that energy is focused on scarcity, life will continue to mirror that back. Gratitude breaks this cycle. By shifting your focus to what you already have, you raise your vibration and invite more abundance into your reality. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to see value, even in the struggle. Every obstacle carries a lesson. Every delay has a hidden purpose. Gratitude allows you to extract the good from even the most difficult situations, turning pain into wisdom and setbacks into stepping stones. When you can look at your challenges and still say, thank you for the growth, thank you for the strength, thank you for the lesson, you transform the way the universe responds to you. A simple daily practice of gratitude can change your life. Each morning or evening, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you are thankful for. They don't have to be grand. A warm meal, a kind word, the fact that you woke up to another day of possibility. The more you practice, the more your mind begins to naturally seek out things to appreciate. And as your focus shifts toward appreciation, your reality begins to shift with it. Gratitude also amplifies desire. When you are thankful for what you already have, you signal to the universe that are capable of handling more. It's like being entrusted with a gift. You honor it, you appreciate it, and because of that, you are trusted with greater gifts. When you overlook what you already possess, you block the flow of abundance. But when you cherish it, you unlock the door to greater blessings. On a deeper level, gratitude changes you from within. It softens bitterness, calms fear, and replaces envy with contentment. Instead of looking at others with jealousy, you begin to celebrate their success, knowing that abundance is not limited and that what is possible for them is also possible for you. This inner shift creates peace, and peace itself is magnetic. When you choose gratitude, you step into alignment with the energy of abundance. You stop chasing happiness in the future and begin to experience it in the present. And in doing so, you attract more reasons to be grateful tomorrow. Gratitude is not just a practice. It is a state of being. And when you live in that state, life itself becomes a blessing. The law of attraction is always in motion. Whether you are aware of it or not, it is shaping your experiences every single day. The thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, and the energy you radiate are constantly attracting circumstances into your life. This means you are never not manifesting. You are either creating by design or creating by default. Conscious alignment is about choosing deliberately rather than allowing your life to be shaped by fear, doubt, or unconscious habits. When you are not aware of your focus, your mind tends to drift toward worry, negativity, or limitation. These unconscious patterns then attract more of the same, keeping you stuck in cycles of struggle. For example, someone who constantly thinks, I'll never catch a break, unknowingly sends out an energy that ensures they don't. They are not cursed or unlucky. They are simply aligned with the wrong frequency. Conscious alignment is the decision to break free from those patterns and align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with what you truly want. To live in conscious alignment, you must first become aware. Awareness is everything. Notice the language you use when you talk about your life. Are your words rooted in scarcity or abundance? Pay attention to your emotions. Do you feel heavy, drained, and anxious most of the time? Or do you feel light, hopeful, and empowered? These signals reveal what you are aligned with in the present moment. If you don't like what you're attracting, the solution begins with shifting your inner state. Conscious alignment also requires consistency. You cannot send out a positive vibration one day and then allow negativity to dominate the next, expecting life to change. Just as a radio must stay tuned to the right frequency to receive clear music, your energy must consistently match the life you want to create. This doesn't mean you will never have moments of doubt or fear. It means you catch yourself, shift your focus, and return to alignment as quickly as possible. One powerful way to maintain alignment is through visualization and affirmation. When you take time each day to see yourself living the life you desire, to feel the emotions of that reality as if it already exists, you begin to condition your mind and body to that vibration. Over time, your subconscious accepts it as truth, and your outer world begins to rearrange itself to match your inner belief. Living in conscious alignment also requires integrity. Your actions must reflect your desires. You cannot say you want peace while surrounding yourself with conflict. You cannot say you want success while refusing to take the necessary steps. Alignment means your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors all move in the same direction, creating a straight path for the universe to deliver what you are calling in. Ultimately, conscious alignment is about reclaiming your power. Instead of living life on autopilot, you become the deliberate creator of your reality. You begin to understand that nothing is random and that you have more control than you ever realized. When your inner world aligns with your outer actions, you create a flow that feels effortless, as if life itself is conspiring to help you. The law of attraction never takes a break. The only question is whether you will let it run on default, reinforcing your fears, or whether you will align with it consciously, shaping your life by choice. When you choose alignment, you step into your role as the architect of your reality, and in that moment, everything begins to shift. The law of attraction is often misunderstood as a tool for getting things, money, success, relationships, or material possessions. But its deeper purpose goes far beyond accumulation. The real power of this law lies in who you become in the process of attracting your desires. It is not only about receiving, it is about transforming into the kind of person who naturally aligns with the life you seek. When you set a goal, it's not just the outcome that matters. It's the journey of growth required to achieve it. If you desire abundance, you must become disciplined, focused, and responsible. If you desire love, you must become compassionate, patient, and open-hearted. If you desire success, you must become resilient, creative, and confident. The universe does not simply hand you the prize, it prepares you to carry it. Without that inner transformation, even if you achieve the result, you will not have the capacity to sustain it. Becoming means embodying your vision before it fully manifests. It's about living as though you already are the person who has achieved what you desire. This doesn't mean pretending or faking. It means aligning your behavior, your energy, and your mindset with the version of you that already exists in potential. If you want financial freedom, begin acting like someone who manages resources wisely today. If you want health, live as someone who honors their body with care and discipline. By embodying the future version of yourself now, you collapse the distance between where you are and where you want to be. This shift from getting to becoming also frees you from desperation. When you chase after results, you send out an energy of lack and neediness, which only pushes what you want further away. But when you focus on becoming, you create a sense of fulfillment in the present moment. You are no longer waiting for happiness until the dream arrives. You are cultivating it now, and that joy accelerates the attraction process. Becoming also changes the way you handle challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as proof that your dream is out of reach, you recognize them as training grounds, shaping you into the person capable of holding your vision. Every setback becomes a lesson. Every delay becomes preparation. You begin to understand that the journey itself is part of the manifestation, not a detour from it. Ultimately, the greatest gift of the law of attraction is not the material results, but the evolution of your character. You begin to realize that the love, success, abundance, and peace you were seeking were not just external goals. They were reflections of who you were meant to grow into. The universe is not interested in simply giving you things. It is interested in expanding you into the fullest expression of yourself. When you live with this awareness, you stop asking, when will I get it? And begin asking, who am I becoming in the process? And the more you grow into alignment with your highest self, the more naturally your desires flow to you. Getting may satisfy for a moment, but becoming fulfills for a lifetime. That is the true essence of the law of attraction, not just the art of receiving, but the art of becoming.